Hey, good morning and God bless. How you guys doing today? This beautiful Wednesday morning. Hey, I'm Derek Iverson Sr. I'm coming back at you with another episode of Real Talk Amongst Men, Real Talk Amongst Mankind. I pray all is well with each and every one of you guys. Hey, I wanted to come back and share a thought with you today. Yeah, we're still in Luke chapter 15, and I want to encourage you guys to go read that. It's the story of the prodigal son, but oftentimes we get the story of the prodigal son, we that gets shine more attention on than the love of the father. I want to talk today about the love of the father. Um, you know, it was an amazing thing that happened when the son came to the father and requested his part of the estate. For some reason, the father didn't even question the son. That was an unusual thing that happened, that he gave the son what was his. But we know, and we talked about it yesterday, how the son went off and squandered the father's wealth. He went off into a distant country and he turned up. But I want to focus on the love of the father, since it's getting ready to be Father's Day this Sunday. I want to encourage every father to keep your head up, whether you get a gift or not. Know and understand this, that being a father is one of the most awesome responsibilities that can be bestowed upon a man. Some men have tried, some men have failed, but guess what? It doesn't matter if you fail. You can get back in the game. You can get back in right standing. But I want to talk about that for a moment. You know, the Bible says that the son came to his senses and he decided to go back home. But the Bible says that while the son was still a ways off, that the father seen the son coming. And the father was overwhelmed with compassion that he didn't even wait for his son to get to him. He ran to the son and hugged and kissed on him. And I can imagine that he cried. And I can imagine that he thanked God that his son who was lost was now found. A lot of our children, a lot of our sons, a lot of our daughters are waiting on us as men to run to them and to put our arms around them, to cry in front of them, because those children know that they're out there doing things that they wasn't raised to do. They out there doing some most unthinkable things, but it's our responsibility as the head of the household, as fathers, to go out there and get our children. Go out there and try to reason with them. Go out there and speak words to them that would encourage them to get back in the fight of life, to get back in right standing with God. We live in a times to where things are different. What used to be wrong is now made right. What used to be right is now made wrong. But that father had so much love and compassion. And you know what stands out to me is, how did that father know that that particular day that the son was going to return? It's my belief that that father went to that same place that he seen his son leave from. He went to that same place every day thinking that maybe today is the day. Maybe today is the day that my son is going to come back home. And the beautiful part about that story is when the son did come back and he embraced the father, he said these words. He said, "Father, forgive me for I have sinned." Well, that's the same way we ought to do God when we decide to come back home to God. God is such a loving Father. He's such a loving God that he gives us all the time to go out and do all the things that we want to do. And he could punish us for doing those things, but he has so much compassion and love and mercy on us. The same compassion, love, and mercy that our Heavenly Father have on us. That's the type of love, compassion, and mercy that we should have on our sons and daughters when they go out into the world and when they do things like the prodigal son done. I think so many of our children, so many of our kids leave home because of the way some of us treat them. We treat them as if we never made mistakes. We have to be, as fathers especially, transparent to let our kids know the mistakes we made. Me as a father, my kids know, they don't know all the intricate details of my life that I lived, but they know I was out there. They know I wasn't the person who I am today. And I would gladly share that with them to let them know and share some things with them, because they're going to get out in the world and there's going to be certain things that come at them because certain things came at me. Certain things came at my father. And I believe that we should share the information, and we should share the information of our struggles. I'll say that again. We should share the information of our struggles with our children so that they can know what to be in store for, what to be able to look for when they get ready to fight the good fight, when they get ready to stand on whatever principles that we put in them. They stand on the principles that we put in them. But the prodigal son's father hurry up and told his servant. He said, go get this boy some clothes. Go get him some more shoes to put on his feet. Oh, and go bring a ring. Go get him some jewelry. You know, the father didn't withhold the things that he knew his son needed that was going to make him feel better. As fathers, as men, why are we withholding the things that we know that's going to make our children feel better? Now, I'm not talking about tangible things. I'm not talking about cars and money or different things like that. Yes, they need that stuff, but more than any of that, they need our love. They need our support. They need our admiration. We need to tell them how proud we are of them. Even if they're not doing what they're supposed to do, still grab them. Still look in their eyes. Still embrace them and tell them that you love them. You know, children there's so many angry, wild, mad children out there because, yeah, they see mother do a good job of trying to raise them. But when they look around, they don't see father. They wondering where father is. Maybe father's across the town with another family. He has remarried and have another wife and maybe have some more kids. You know, these kids are running around town angry because they feel left out. And I ain't talking about something I heard. I'm talking about I know something personally. I think my kid had some sort of resentment towards me because I didn't get to marry their mothers. But I ended up marrying another woman and helping her raise her 3 children. And I think my kids, the life I was living with them, I think my kids always wanted me to live their life with their mothers. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. But that still shouldn't stop us from being fathers. That still shouldn't stop us from showing up. Yeah, we show up for graduations and we show up for football games and basketball games, but we need to show up for them for life. So that's the love of a father. If we as fathers begin to show more love, more compassion for our children, no matter what they get themselves caught up in, I believe that we can change this world. I believe that we can begin to come forth with some reconciliation. The same way God shows us love, compassion, and mercy, again, we have to show our children that. But I just wanted to come with that. I would encourage you to go back and read Luke 15. Read that whole chapter. It's a powerful chapter. Sometimes the father or the love of the father gets overlooked for the activity of what the prodigal son went out in the world and done. But there's a change about to happen in the relationships between fathers and their children because God is restoring them. And if you have a father or someone who stepped up, or you look as a father or a role model in your life, celebrate them this Father's Day. We know for a fact that fathers don't get the celebration on Father's Day that mothers get on Mother's Day, and we have to change that. So again, it's been another episode of Real Talk Amongst Men, Real Talk Amongst Mankind. I'm Derek Iverson Sr. If this is your first time coming to the channel, checking it out, I just asked a couple of things. I asked if you're led, and only if you're led by the Spirit of God, to subscribe to the channel. Feel free to share this video out. Hit that notification bell for future videos that will drop. Leave a comment. Hit that like button on your way in, or hit it on the way out. Until next time, God bless you guys. Peace out.